Like I like
So
him.
you
I'm just
like
not
him enough to
sure.
get pregnant by him, but you don't like him enough to be in a relationship with him?
Like I'm working on it.
Let me repeat this for you. You like him enough to get pregnant by him, but you don't like him enough to be in a relationship with him.
Like so like if I was to get pregnant, like I wouldn't have a problem
Baby,
because it's him. Like
baby. How old are you?
I'm 34.
Listen to me. I'm gonna repeat this one more time.
Mm,
You like him enough to create a life with him, an 18-year to 21, 25-year-old, 25-year bond, but you don't like him enough for him to be your man.
I think so. Like I think it's because I'm like I have like that mindset. Like if I was to get pregnant, I had a child, like, and he decides he doesn't want to be involved, like I'm okay. Like
Ma'am,
I'll be okay.
ma'am, ma'am,
Hmm.
listen to me
Yes.
one more time. I'm gonna just do this one more time.
Hmm.
I want you to really listen to me. You, you like him enough to let him come in your vagina
Hmm.
and possibly make a baby. You
Hmm.
like him that much, but you
Hmm.
don't like him enough to be in a relationship with him.
I know it sounds
I,
bad,
I,
but like,
I wish you the best,
no.
sister. You have a great day.
Hey, yo, você sabe que é bom? What's happening? You know what's good. That's what I just said to you guys. You know what's good. You feel me? Black man, I talked about it in the last video. I've been talking about it on my channel for the longest. The man said you are willing to get pregnant by him, but you aren't willing to be in a relationship with him. The logic behind it, the logic behind it, the truth behind it. Black men, what's happening? Yo, black men, listen, the reality is she views that man as genetically superior to you. This is what you call the dual mating strategy. This is why I talked about it in the last video when I said, listen, in North America, the United States of America, right? They had you guys on breeding farms. Again, me being West Indian, I'm not saying that breeding farms didn't exist down there in the Caribbean or in South America, but it was hyper fixated in the states because why? The states received the smallest amount of enslaved Africans. The majority of enslaved Africans were in the Caribbeans, Central America, and South America. The US, listen, the Brits, they weren't trying to keep going back to uh the Gold Coast of Africa to keep bringing back slaves. You feel me? They put you guys through breeding farms. So guess what? We need the buck to reproduce with the women. So you guys had to sit through 500 years of that. So this is why in their mind it makes sense to operate like that. In their mind, it makes sense. In your mind, you're thinking, why are you still thinking like that? We're not on the plantation no more. This is why I keep telling you, dudes, you need to grab your passport. And listen, if you don't want to get your passport, if you don't want to leave America, stop limiting love. Stop limiting relationships. Stop limiting yourself to a skin tone. Because guess what? If the white man came to her and proposed, yo, listen, all I'm going to do is just fuck you, get you pregnant, and leave. Black men, they're taking that deal. They're taking that deal. And guess what? They'll blame having that light skinned kid on a light skinned brother. You feel me? Yo, come on, black man. You got to wake up. Snap out of it. Snap out of it. She said she is 34 years old. Again, I talked about it multiple times. Between 18 and 24, 77% of black women who will ever become a mother gets pregnant by 24, right? By 25% of the black men, aka the buck. You feel me? They don't factor in 25 to 29 and they don't factor in 30 to 35. This is why I said, listen, they say it's 77%. I say if you want to factor in teenage pregnancy, right? 18 to 29, and 30 to 35, I would honestly say that somewhere between 85 and 91% of black women, American black women who will ever become a mother, they get pregnant by Glocktavius, Tyrone, and the thugs. So guess what? For that number to shoot up from 25% between the ages of 18 and 29, after 30, that's when it shoots up from 25 to I think what 60%. So a 45% increase. That all that means is that black men, you're a stepdad. Guys stepped up to be stepdads. Again, you might have a few women who don't have kids by any man at all, right? Who are looking for men in their 30s and 40s. But do you really want that? Think about all that time that you spent sitting back chilling, hoping you'll find a good one, man. You dudes are bugging, man. But see, it's so hard for you guys to look at that from the reality standpoint because you're still caught up on black skin. You feel me? And again, I think that's the best part. You know, you guys might call me, oh, you bro, you a tether. That don't mean nothing to me, nigga. You feel me? Yo, one thing I can't say about Caribbean men options always been open. You feel me? Caribbean men always had their options open, dude. It's only you black Americans who feel like, yo, listen, and this is not me throwing a diss at black Americans because guess what? I learned about black American history through black American brothers. It's the fact that the simps, which majority come from the South, let's keep it a stack. Most black men who really are open minded and not limiting themselves tend to be from the East Coast, keep it a stack, or the West Coast, keep it a stack. Keep it a stack. Keep it a stack. It's only the simps. And again, I made multiple videos of black women living up north, black women living on the West Coast, and they're talking about how they don't have options in those regions because why? The black men that they would date are dating non-black women. So they run to the south where there's an abundance of simps who think to themselves, "Oh man, gotta get with a black woman." Oh, you know what I mean? So because those guys down there, they're still mentally warped. They're still on the plantation. They never left. You feel me? So I really feel bad for you dudes. You know, you're stuck. Again, not only stuck mentally, but you're stuck physically. And then again, you're limiting yourself, you know, for whatever you want, relationship, love, sex, whatever. You're limiting yourself to a skin tone, even though you guys aren't even getting what you want. If most black men look at this right here, right, you see this female and you say to yourself at 34 years old, whether you're 25 watching this, whether you're 40 years old watching this, you look at that female and you thinking to yourself, man, I wouldn't impregnate her, especially at 34 years old. Like I said, you're going to create a kid who has problems, ADHD, ADD. You feel me? Something that's going to be low IQ and grug. And again, for her to think like that, I'm willing to get pregnant by a man but I don't want to be in a relationship with him. And she said, I don't mind getting pregnant by him because it's him. What does that mean? Oh, he's tall. You feel me? You feel me? All the superficial things, dude. All the superficial things. I talked about it before. That's because, like I said, she views him or perceives him, whatever the case, as genetically superior to you. He's the buck and you breed. You're the simp and you take care of his bastards. That's the reality. Now, don't get me wrong. In every other group, because guess what? Black people in America, we were used as the guinea pigs. You feel me? So they ran the test on us, and guess what? Now they're implementing these tactics into other groups. But the reality is, black women been like this for a long time. You feel me? You dudes, and again, it's just so funny when you look at other groups and you see how their women don't hyperfixate on this stuff. It's like, damn. So you're choosing to be a single mom? every other group wants the woman to get married first and then get pregnant. I told you guys before in multiple videos, they will get pregnant first and then try to bring the man home to the family. The family doesn't approve of him, and guess what? Now I'm gonna look for a simp. Now I'm gonna find me the backup plan. Shout out to AC to reach back. Listen, now it's time for to go reach back to 75% simp. I told you guys before, 10% in their mind doesn't exist. I make content for 10%. In their mind, when it comes to black men, the majority of black men they see on the street, at the job, you know what I'm saying, at the gym, at the grocery store, most of these black men are simps. And when I'm ready to get a simp, guess what? They're widely available, hyper available. So guess what? I want to get pregnant by the buck. I'm telling you, dudes, they're still stuck on the plantation mentally. But you dudes, oh, I love black women. Oh, I want to have black children. But you're taking care of a bastard kid who doesn't respect you. You're taking care of someone else's seed. You can't even have your own family. You're having ready made families. And the only way she's willing to give you a kid is unless you help her take care of the bastard. Yo, come on, black man. Keep it a stack. Is that what you guys want for yourself? Is that what you guys want for yourself, man? I don't want it for myself. Again, I'm not limiting myself to a skin tone. And just off the fact that three things that I want, obviously, this chick doesn't even have real hair in her head. I don't know what that is, but I don't want that. So, again, real hair, a good weight, and no tattoos. Yo, black man, you're not even getting that. And on top of the fact, you dudes have to accept low quality. You dudes get treated bad by threes and fours and fives. You feel me? You letting a five run the dual mating strategy on you? No way. No blood clot way, man. No way, sir. Yo, you dudes are bugging, man. Bugging out for real, bro. But anyways, this one won't even have to be long for real because again, it goes hand in hand with the last video I made. I'm just showing you guys the reality. So whether you choose to wake up to it or not, that's on you. You feel me? 10%. Yo, listen, 10%, we do it, we sit back and laugh. You feel me? When I hear stories of simps, when I go online and I see the stories of the simps, all I do is just laugh because there's no way I can accept a bad deal like that. There's no way I can think this is the best that I can do. What? What? It's no way I'm that desperate for sex. I'm that desperate for a relationship. I'm that desperate just to be with somebody to say I'm not alone. See, a lot of you black men, and I'm gonna end it like this, right? I believe when it comes to black men, first of all, you guys hate yourselves because you don't want to be alone. So that means you're not your own best friend. See, when you are your own best friend, you don't mind being alone because guess what? You have solitude. You're not lonely. When you're lonely, you become desperate. When you become desperate, you will accept anything just to say I have something. But on that note, I'm out. Peace.